Everything is visual. In recent years, we've had a lot of international players come in. We've had Zara, we've had Uniqlo. We've got quite a few of these different retailers that we haven't had before in this retail landscape come into Australia. The expectations visually have again stepped up, and we're really wanting that visual presence everywhere we go.
Visual merchandising is well beyond the fact that you're standing at the front of the store in a window display redressing mannequins. It goes well beyond that now.
Visual merchandising has become more sophisticated and more technology oriented nowadays.
It's a lot more focus on creating an environment, not a two-dimensional thing that you look at, but instead an experience that you go in and you embrace. So it's about not just promoting the product, but promoting the whole environment that you're in for shopping, which is fantastic.
The Immersion program has been an amazing week. I don't think I've gained as much knowledge from industry experts as I have in this week, and it's been invaluable in giving me really insider knowledge into visual merchandising and helping me to understand what my students need to know about industry.
Industry currency is really important to maintain. Obviously, technology is always improving. It's fast-paced. So you always need to make sure you're one step ahead.
The most useful thing that I've learned this week is the use of new technology in visual merchandising and in display.
Visual merchandising software is a way that we can actually design retail store concepts. Originally that was all done by hand. In more recent years we're working with the CAD software programs, which makes it much quicker, but we can really take those concept designs to another level.
Children are just so IT savvy at the moment, and it gives them another way of doing things. Instead of just putting pencil to paper, this gives them a creative way to visualise an end product before they begin.
One thing I can take from the Immersion program that I found quite valuable is seeing what retailers are up to and what they're currently displaying and the practices they're utilising.
To be able to go into the city, look at the stores and see how they visually merchandise things and gain insight with the TAFE teachers who have industry knowledge was something that was really helpful in making sure that my students are able to walk into the job and do amazing things from their period of employment onwards because of what they've learnt in vet retail services.
The field trip was very interesting. It showed me where I could take my students and how I could actually use that in my own classes.
And it was really fantastic that TAFE staff were able to connect with their former students, who are now visual merchandising managers, who actually volunteered to come down and talk to the group and share their current industry practice with us, which really deepened our learning and actually will help me to take that learning back to my students. One of the key things I've taken away from the training program is creating a network of connections between teachers in urban and rural areas in New South Wales, which will allow us to share practice, share ideas, share strategies that will benefit the students right across New South Wales in state schools.
For me, coming from a rural area, just the networking side in particular has been fantastic to see other teachers, hear about how they do it and learn from them little tips and tricks on what I can do in the classroom.
It's so lovely being able to come here and work with experts who are at the top of their game is just wonderful.